A smaller one there. This is to tune. Hey, little Oreo, how's it going? Hey, Stars Live. Hey, Zendoka. Looking fresh? That's funny. Don't particularly feel fresh, but that's okay. Still take the compliment. Where's the coffee? Off screen. But don't worry. I got through my day old coffee. I got some more sitting over there. I'm trying to get my speed tuner set up on this guitar. Yep, just chatting today for a couple reasons. The first is if I'm on my phone, there is no oops. Sorry. There we go. Hey, I'm doing good. How are you doing, Danuba? If I'm on my phone, there is no the active noise canceling is too much. At some point, maybe I'll figure out how to fix that. But right now, it's way too much. And then the other thing is, I'll show you something magical. Ooh, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in the piano. Took out the action. Why? Um, I have somebody working on it to fix it up. Where is it? It's with a mechanic. I mean, a piano technician. Sounds quiet today. Well, part of it is that not everyone's awake. The other part of it is, again, I think all the noise canceling is kind of insane now. It's good. It makes it like work well for phone calls. I just kind of wish that they hadn't turn off everything mode. Like that's the crazy thing. As far as I can tell, there is no turn off everything mode on your phone in terms of noise canceling. I really dislike how people, yep, how people set that up. So funny story about coffee. I actually have multiple times in my life quit. Would I just get myself into? There's nothing in the keyboard. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds really, really good to me. No, it's getting worked on. Hey Priyan, how much coffee do I drink? So I have a small coffee maker. So it makes what is considered like the 5 cups, right? 5 cups instead of like 12. And then I drink that and then I'm done. Most days. Some days I drink more, but I did the no coffee thing for a bit. Hey, hope the gig's going well. I did the no coffee thing for a bit and I realized all the research, all my personal experience basically is that coffee is really not the evil that we think it is. Maybe your teeth are a little more brown. It's not a new moderator. It's my wife. They changed her name. No, I can't play anything. And actually, I'm playing scales right now, but you can't hear it. What, you thought you would hear music on a music live streamers, a music streamer's stream? What an assumption. In the hospital for drinking black coffee on an empty stomach? Uh, I both believe it and also not believe it, Lily. But I mean, of course, coffee can mess you up. Need something, little girl? Eat that in the kitchen. Uh, Going stream to stream. Hey, how are you doing, Lockstar? I'm doing good. You're new to the live? Hey, Kay. Okay, I'm not gonna shout that out. Wow. All right. Lovely. Didn't take any chance, brother. People love your music. Ah, thank you, Rusty. Appreciate it. If I drink coffee, you can't sleep for hours. Yeah, then don't drink it. Drink alcohol right after waking up. Yeah, that doesn't work. It's because you're preparing for a competitive exam and I have to stay awake to study at night, so you drink a lot. Ooh, yeah, on an empty stomach. Yeah, not good, Lily. Now your story makes perfect sense. I really wish they would have kept the usernames, because like the self-written usernames, because it helped people self-report. How you doing, Mr. Prasad? Uh, you're India. You're the entire country of India. India. What are we talking about? We can talk about whatever. I mean, within reason, I guess I should say. Thank you, fake smile. You're new. Typically, we do a lot of music stuff, but I'm still having trouble. Watch out for the watch out for the copy. I'm still having trouble with the noise canceling. I can play it. You're not going to hear it because there's no. It's still there. I know. Tell you about the Circle of Fifths? I will gladly tell you about the Circle of Fifths. This would be funny. I could totally play. I could play all these songs for you on guitar and not be able to hear it. You're on a competition. You're fine, Ken. Can I play? I can play. All right, let's talk through the Circle of Fifths. Do I play electric only, or is that an acoustic? This is definitely an electric guitar. I do play acoustic. Mostly, I play piano though. The Good Morning. It is the Good Morning. Sing Waller Man. Once was a oh wait, that's Gilligan. That's not Waller Man. Sorry. Where am I from? The United States of America. Okay. Let's talk through Circle of Fifths for a second. So the Circle of Fifths is a circle. I know, shocker. Here, I'm actually even going to pull up a diagram so we can follow along. All right. Here's this lovely, wow. I'm not going to do free advertising for that. There we go. Come on. Where's Wikipedia? That's good enough. Oh, Wikipedia is trying to yell at me. Okay, there's the Circle of Fifths. You see that sucker? I know it's backwards. You get the general idea. So there are how many keys? There's 12 keys, right? So you got C, and then you go around, and if you go forward or to the right on the Circle of Fifths, like like you're going around a clock clockwise, that adds in more sharps. So we go C to G to D to A to E to B to pull out the band for the creeps. If they write one creepy comment, I generally let them do that and try to delete that. But if they keep writing creepy comments, then absolutely ban them. I just try, because sometimes it's a 9-year-old that is just trying to let out some angst, and I like to give them a chance, Zendoka. But then a lot of times, sometimes it is just a creep. So basically, what happens is you're on C, and then G, then D. Thank you. And then the other way, no YouTuber ever mentioned that you can figure out any song's chords using the circle of fifths. Um, you technically could, but that's a weird way of thinking about it. That's a weird way of thinking about it. What I would think about instead is the circle of fifths is a really good way of keeping key signatures organized and understanding the power of root movements. Um, you need to sleep? All right, I'll see ya. Send you 10K? No. Can you sing Sailor Song? I probably can. That's a thing I could do. Can I sing? Sure. I could sing. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Oh yeah. It happens. It happens all the time. What do I mean by that? So what I mean by that is um the circle songs, okay, not every songs. There are some songs that actually are built around the circle of fifths. So at first I was afraid, I was petrified. I kept on thinking da 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 da. But then I spent so many nights just wondering how you've done me wrong, and I grew strong. Right? That song is literally the circle of fifths. That's the chord progression. Is the circle of fifths for the most part. But in general, songs instead do C, and then you hop two skips and a jump over to D, then you go back to G, then back to C. Or you go from C, you go to the left one to F, and then you go over to the right two to G, then back to C. Okay? It's not the type of movement that you would necessarily think about with the circle of fifths. I think some of that idea of, oh, the circle of fifths is a song thing comes from jazz world and comes from, yes, that's I Will Survive. Um, it's okay if you don't like learning music stuff, Imogen. It doesn't have to be everyone's cup of tea. It's cold in here, Missouri. It's cold in Missouri. I look like Lil Zuckerberg. There you go. I'm in the top 5 channels in your YouTube. Oh, thank you so much, Stars Live. Appreciate that. Can you please say happy birthday? Happy birthday, Sammy. Okay. So what would you use instead of circle of fifths? I think you probably should learn 2 things at once. You should use the circle of fifths to get your idea and head around what um, sharps or flats are in a scale. And then what you should do is you should actually learn scale degrees, okay? You should learn how to play a scale. Please suggest you a movie. Um, a movie. I am 1,632 years old. 32 old. No, that's probably actually accurate because you didn't reference a unit. So you could probably figure out a unit that does that. You're learning Beanie on the piano? Nice. It's not that hard. So you shouldn't have too much issue. Um, but it's really hard. Okay. Getting high notes right. Have I ever gotten burnt out? All the time. But this is what I would say about getting burnt out, guys. Um, Let me talk about 3 different types of burnt out. Do I know Beanie on the Piano? I've sight read it multiple times. Let me give you 3 different burnout scenarios, okay? And the signs as to which one you are. The first one is physically burnt out. This typically happens to me when I haven't been sleeping very much and I've been doing a lot of things that are mentally or physically demanding. Like I'm running a lot. Where is Chirag? I don't know. It's Saturday. Majors and minors are cool, but the pentatonic blues scale is where it's at. Um, that's like a very lukewarm take. I actually kind of disagree, even though I play a lot of blues scale. It's not that the blues scale is amazing. It is amazing, but it's borderline overrated. Okay, and I would say major scale especially is underrated. Okay, so back to burnout. This first example is you've not been sleeping very much. You've been pushing really, really hard. All you really need is a good night's sleep. It's not that what you're doing is unsustainable. It's that currently, right now, you are physically tired. Okay. And that type of burnout, I find I'm like, oh, I can't do this. I hate my life. Everything's terrible. And then I get a good night's sleep and I wake up the next day and I'm like, I can do anything. This is so easy to keep cruising. Uh, I don't know what that is, Apoorv, but that sounds good. Congrats. Can you explain what that is? Maybe I'm just misreading it right now. Where am I from? The United States of America. Can I speak Latin? I could try. It wouldn't sound good. I haven't studied it. Why do I look like Mark Zuckerberg? Random white guys. Just looking at American channels, it turns out every white guy from America looks like Mark Zuckerberg. I'm just kidding. Um, what's up? Not too much. How are you doing, Lenny? You're back. I have to have Gyat in my chat every time. Okay, back to burnout. Hey, thanks for the super chat, Santiago. How are you doing? Meal, how's it going? Okay, back to burnout, by the way. So we have category number 1, physically burnt out. The easiest way to test this, and this is the main thing I'm going to push, is because burnout's inevitable. I guess I maybe should have started out there. You're going to get burnt out if you're passionate about anything. I would actually argue if you never get burnt out, you're not doing enough in your life. And maybe that's a weird take to make, and maybe that's a personal thing to me. But I personally feel like if you're passionate about something, you're going to do it. And if you're going to do it, you're going to overdo it. And if you overdo it, you're going to get burnt out. So it's pretty normal to burn out. So the first one's physical. Yeah, Hunter x Hunter's fun. I was watching one tutorial where they said searching songs and watching the keys play and copy is a waste of time. That is a really harsh take. I know where they're coming from. It's that it's not the best way. Like, so, okay. Let me answer this real quick and then I'll get back to burnout. What instrument do you play? I play the piano, the best of all instruments in my grandiose opinion. The piano is what I always call is the Faustian bargain of instruments. You give away your soul to be able to play anything, and oh my, the power is intoxicating. I love the piano. I would not. If you told me, hey, you have to pick one instrument, I would pick the piano. But so many instruments do so many beautiful things. Okay, going back. Sorry, don't worry, we'll get back to burnout. But let me really quickly tackle this idea. Learning by rote is what you're describing. Hey, Lucy, how's it going? Learning by rote is what you're describing. And the thing about learning by rote, which is when you see someone else playing and you copy what they're doing, it's very good at immediately getting something. But you're not necessarily going to make long-term gains or even comprehend how a song is structured. So you just sent your life savings? Lovely. Thank you, Dylan. Um, so what I would recommend is it's a great way to get started, but you probably want to always be trying to understand the why, right? Why is this song structured this way? So like Beanie, you could learn Beanie, but then you need to learn it's a 2-5-1. If you learned it was a 2-5-1-6, even if you did that by ear or by sight, it doesn't matter. Then you would be able to play every song that's a 2-5-1-6. When you go over to From the Start and you understand keys, you would also be able to go, oh, From the Start and Beanie are basically the same song. Did that blow anybody's mind? From the Start and Beanie are basically the same song because they are. Are you American? Yes, I am. How am I? I'm doing good. How are you doing, Karan? ¿Cómo estás? Bien. ¿Y tú, Zayden? Is America technologically advanced? Like, are you guys advanced in tech and stuff? That's a huge, um, uh, what you call assumption about everything. But I mean, I don't know. Trouble reading anything? Yeah, you don't need to read to be good at piano for sure or music. Okay, back to burnout. We just talked about physical burnout. I would say the best way to test that is get a good night's sleep. If you can get a good night's sleep and you wake up the next day and you're like, I'm on top of the world, you were just physically burnt out. The second one is what um I would call like actual burnout. And actual burnout is when you feel like you have to keep doing things but it starts to become unclear what those things actually are. ¿Sabes español? Un poco, Zayden. Actually, well, actually, yes, it's an actually moment. Um, am I Mark Zuckerberg? 100%. Mark Zuckerberg's chatting with 15 people on a music channel. Hi, Autumn. 6'7", I know. It's funny. They said the funny number. Hey, look, my piano has no keys in here. Where am I from? The United States. So you've got actual burnout. And I'd say the best way to test if you're actually burnt out is you do the same thing as physical burnout. You take a nap or go to sleep. And when you wake up, if you still feel like you hate your life and you don't want to do anything, you may actually be burnt out. Now, there is one more test because sometimes you feel like burnout. It's like uh uh what do you I don't know, it's like fake out burnout, right? It's like where you feel burnt out or maybe even suggestion burnt out when someone's like, "Man, you look tired," whatever. You wake up in the morning, you're like, "Ugh, I don't know what to do." Guys, it could just be laziness. Okay? I don't want to call anybody out, but it could just be there's a lot in life that's very pleasant. And then there's a lot in life gracias, Zayden. Gracias. Um am I Mark Zuckerberg? I don't know. Let the evidence speak for itself. You can play piano, guitar, ukulele, harmonica. I can sing, and I can. Oh, well, that's good. That's a good thing to be. That's good to be proud of. Lots of love from India. Thanks. So I would do one more test. So the first thing I'd say is just get a good night's sleep. Just try to get some sleep. You worked at okay, all right. Yeah, I don't need to read that. You guys are crazy. You're trying to consistently learn keyboard but not able to set up a practice routine. Any tips? Let me finish this and then we'll be good. Yeah, it's an electric guitar. I can say hi, Kate. Say my name. Um so okay, I want to answer your question, but let me finish out the burnout. Physically burnt out, take a nap. Psychologically burnt out, take a nap, but then actually take a break because you can't do anything. But then you always should test for do you just feel burnt out and are you actually burnt out? And what I typically do for that is exercise. If I can physically finish a workout, what tends to happen is all my mood levels change and I'm like, oh, I'm totally fine, I can do this. So I will force myself to start a run or start a workout, and then I'll see where I lay. Like, if after that I just feel horribly awful and worse and I can't even get through the workout, yeah, I'm totally burnt out. But that's what I do. How to handle depression? Start with the little things. Do the little things right, and that will take care of a lot of it, and then go from there. Like those videos where the colorful keys are falling, and how to understand the patterns of learning songs. We should stick to the basics like learning scales. Do both, okay? If you like the videos where the colorful keys are falling and you're playing along, do it. But also learn some scales. It will help a lot. Um, uh, patiently happy. I'm gonna put you in a timeout. If you're saying offensive things when you come back, you're out. Guys, you don't need to be creepers. Or offensive. I'm trying to consistently learn keyboard, but not able to set up a practice routine. Any tips? Um, you just said two inconsistent things. You're trying to consistently learn keyboard, but not able to set up a practice routine. Uh, all a practice routine is, there's nothing magical about it. It's like a morning routine, right? There's nothing magical about it. It's just a matter of um, what you're trying to accomplish and how do you get there. So I would say what I would consider doing is I would consider uh, thinking about what's a really big priority. So for myself, I like to think in this three-part structure. I changed piano. I know. Look at this. Do you like the sound of my piano? Um, Now the to me, what I like doing to structure a piano routine or a practice routine is technique, a main song I'm focusing on, and then fun, right? Oh, of course I remember you, Slate. You said if we learn Beanie, we'll be able to play other songs like Beanie. How is that possible? Because most songs are the same, okay? So there's like only 4 or 5 chord progressions that happen in like every different type of song, okay? So for example, let me throw out a couple. Espresso and Moon Dance are basically the same song. Well, it's a marvelous night for a moon dance and um what da da, cause I'm a singer. And what I mean by that is they both center around the same chords. They do similar things. How many instruments you can play are you making money with it? I've supported my family for years doing that. Um, but do you understand what Beanie's made of? Do you understand what a 251 is? Star is Live. Because when you start to understand what a 251 is or a 1564, do I listen to K-pop sometimes? Oh, thank you, Hadrian. Uh, those all are going to make a huge difference in being able to transfer. Because basically, okay, going to the specific example, I said from the start and Beanie are the same. A Beanie is G minor 7 to C7 to F major 7. From the start is E flat minor 7 to A flat 7 to D flat major 7. So that those two specific things, those are both 251s, okay? So you can do the same thing in C major. You could go D minor 7 to G7 to C major 7. You could do the same thing in A major, B minor 7 to E7 to A major 7. So all that is understanding the relationship between where those chords are and then setting that up. You can play drums, but I didn't get lessons. Is that good? It's not good. It's just a thing. Is staff notation mandatory to learn high level piano skill? Nothing is mandatory, okay? You don't need to do anything, but a lot of things are a really good idea. Like, let's say you wanted to train for a 5K, okay? To run a 5K. You could probably do everything except running and get yourself in physical shape to run a 5K. Why in the world would you do that? Like, that is an insane thing. So, if one of your goals is to learn, like, say, hard classical pieces, why in the world would you avoid learning staff notation? That's the best way to learn classical music. It really is. Correct. Correct, Stars Live. So what you need to do is you need to start seeking it out. And the place I would say to start is learn all your scales. Learn all your scales, then learn the chords from those scales. Pastaholic, I have no idea what you're trying to do. You're saying the same thing over and over again. Hey Ananta, how are you doing? I am from the United States. You're from Denmark? Okay. You gotta stop. Yes, I know. The people just spam till they answer, I know. You're at the Philippines? Cool. What instrument do I play the most? Piano by a mile. I've literally put a lifetime in piano. Uh, okay. All right. You have zero idea what to do? Okay. It's all good. Pastaholic, I'm gonna have to put you in a timeout. It's okay, Slate. We're doing fine. I've got a lot of moderators for now. It's a time right now that I'm streaming. Not any of them are on, but it's like, do I have K-pop Demon Hunters? I don't have them in my house. Contrary to popular belief, I'm not their manager. I don't have them in my house. Do I play violin? I do not. That is an instrument I don't play. One of my friends got a 100-year-old piano for a birthday. Well, the piano technician that took my keys said was actually built in 1926. So I was wrong about the year. So this is a 99-year-old piano. It will be 100 tomorrow. Um, do you also don't get facial hair? No, I get beards like crazy. If I don't shave for like a day or two, I have a massive beard. Your neighbor was yelling at his dog. It happens. People like to yell. Um, so when the people like to disrupt, a lot of it is the age. If I had to guess, a lot of the people in the chat right now are like 9 with their parents' phone. And so you just to me, I let them be a little bit because yes, is it annoying, but will it help? Thank you, Gaming Zone. It will help with hopefully they can see what normal people just talk about and then they can mellow out. Because I think one of the big problems right now in the world is we don't give people any second chances. We just immediately get rid of them. And then yeah, I'm not saying that. Uh 6, 7, you're 10 with your own phone. Good for you, a self-made man. Amazing. Is a seventh needed? If you like playing jazz. Aren't you gonna play the piano? Okay, hold on. Let me play a piano for you. Here, I'll play Beanie for you. Harry Potter? Okay, here we go. Boo doo 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 doo. What's my favorite Disney cartoon? I don't think I really have one. Um, you need a guitar? They're pretty cheap. I'm just okay. That's again, you guys are so weird. How many years have I been playing piano? 28. Goorang? Doo doo doo, blue doo doo, blue doo doo, boo doo doo, boo doo doo. You're fine, Fallout. Can I sing Forever Young? Forever young, I want to be forever young. Whatever it is. I love singing with a piano. I don't particularly care singing without one. You're 7 with your own phone? Yeah, probably shouldn't have a phone. I'm sorry. I'm gonna throw that out there. What's my favorite color? I like blue. Blue's a good color. Stars Live, at some point, yes, but honestly, we were cruising with the live streams getting super crazy and probably need more. And then near theme song, Bro Death Note. Sherry, Sherry lady, cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. That's a throwback. Um, all right. What do I do for a living? A variety of different things. I've always done something arts related for a living. I used to mainly just perform and oh yeah, I know the riff. Can you hear that? I don't have it detuned. Yeah, I know the riff. Um, can I play "Smells Like Teen Spirit" solo? That's really easy. Oh, I'm. You can hear it a little bit. Yeah. No, I mean, again, that's why I'm just doing just talking because YouTube plus Apple is crazy. Yeah, I know it's not that hard. Have I heard Gabriella? I have not actually. I played it multiple times on stream, but I've never heard it. Um, you have to study 12 to 14, but you get distracted by social media. Okay, infidel. This is what you're gonna do. All right. The moment you get rid of the internet, your life slows down immediately. You're like in bullet time if you get rid of the internet. So if you have someone you can trust, literally hand them your phone, okay? Yes, smoke on the water is super easy. Hand them your phone, okay? I'm telling you, if you have something really important that you need to do and study, it's not even gonna take you 12 to 14 hours without your phone. What should you do besides phone? Well, in the case of Infidel, he needs to study. Do I like Stranger Things? It's okay. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge nostalgia person. Um, what I was gonna say about career, so I've done live music for a while. I've taught for a while. I'm taking a little bit of step back from that because I'm growing my own brand, like I'm doing right now. That's going really well. Started making some okay money off of exactly Winnie. Like it'll probably take him 3 hours if he does that. Didn't know Zuckerberg could play guitar. I know, pretty cool. Uh, and then social media. What did I study? Piano performance. I'm definitely gonna work out, but I need to. I'm gonna need to go soon. Happiness is not real. It depends on what you mean by that. There's a point in there. I think there is a point that could be made. It's an illusion manifested by the weak. Are you a big Nietzsche guy? Ubermensch and all that stuff. I like a lot. Nietzsche's got some good points. You have to take online classes on your phone and solve questions. Oh man. Um, okay, do you have an iPhone? I think Android has it too. Yeah, no playing today, unfortunately. Okay, cool. Thank you, Stars Live. Hobbs. Hobbs is good. Bentham. Okay. All right. I like Sart. Sart's my jam. Morning. How are you doing? Uh, Moagi? Have a hard time saying stuff. Uh, like my hair, thanks. Hey, Rebecca, how's it going? Um, hey, Yvonne, how are you doing? You need to go? All right, I'll see you later, Gaming Zone. What up? I know, I know. Just casually owning Facebook. I'm just out here casually owning Facebook. Yes, I am married. I got 5 kids. Um, so I do a lot of social media stuff now. Looking forward to the holidays? Yes and no. I've never been one that like is like, oh man, I'm obsessed with the holidays. But I'm also not like the person who's like, the holidays are the worst time ever. Oh yeah, it snowed here. Why did my voice change? Because I just put on a silly voice. Because that's the way people are sometimes. I have never been mistaken as Mark. Well, no. Okay. I've never been mistaken as Mark Zuckerberg. Somebody's definitely come up to me before in public and gone, "You look like Mark Zuckerberg." Infidel. I don't know Android as well, but I'm guessing there is a there is a time feature, so you can put all the social media apps on timeout. Okay, just lock in, bro. I know you can do this. Lock in. You should play piano in public. Those are all staged. And also I'm not a huge fan. Like I'm not a huge fan of uh like there's one of two outcomes. They're either staged or they're not staged, and both are kind of bad because the stage means they're lying to you, which is fine. That's what all the internet is, to be honest. Real live or AI live, love it. But then oh yeah, Jujutsu Kaisen's good. Hunter x Hunter's great. Uh, but then if they're not staged, then it's just I don't know, like, and then they zoom in on people's faces and the person is just trying to read their book in the corner and they look up for something and then they do something weird. I'm not I'm not feeling it. Mark Zuckerberg by Gemini Pro. There you go. Why do you love doing it, which is AI? I wouldn't say I love doing it. I would just say that I you have to find if you're trying to do anything in entertainment, you need to find this middle position between what you do really well and enjoy and what an audience is actually engaging in doing. So, for example, like I like Schoenberg. I like playing Schoenberg. If I just devoted my entire channel on playing Schoenberg, you would not be interested. Like you wouldn't. Like my audience would go down to like 10 people. So you have to find, okay, I enjoy playing the piano a lot. Also, people are very interested in AI right now. So you marry those two together, you make the video fun, right? And now you just have people listening to 35 seconds of me playing the piano and then 5 seconds of an AI joke at the end. I'm going to call it a win win. How many hours? Infidel, more than you probably are sleeping right now. That's what I would say. I I think people misunderstand how important sleep is. Yes, I am earning from YouTube, Grim. I know it's too hard, isn't it, Cheer You? Um, yeah, win-win. You like Bo Burnham, he talks about those stuff a lot, and that's what I like about him, but most don't, and that's his whole point. Um, Talking about like how to actually make it in the entertainment world. Is that what you're talking about, Bo Burnham? About 8 hours is a good target. I know when I was a student, I would alternate between like probably 4 to 6 hours and then like 12. Like no joke. I probably would spend like 3 days in my week getting 4 to 6 hours, and then I would sleep like 12 to 14. Um, what does it take to start live streaming on YouTube? A phone and I think 100 subscribers. Um, but if you're asking a more philosophical question, I would just say it takes being okay with the fact that you're gonna have creeps writing really, really weird messages. Infidel, we answered your question like 15 times. What type of live is this? Right now we're just hanging out and chatting. Cause all the okay, we can do some more game playing. The problem right now, Stars Live, is my life is so centered around working. If I have any extra time, I'm spending time with the kids. Six, okay. This is what's gonna happen with six, unless you're a very unusual person, Infidel. You're gonna be able to do that for like 2 weeks, and then you're just gonna feel like you can't wait. Oh, I can't concentrate. I'm obsessed with social media and I have a hard time studying. You haven't gotten enough sleep, Infidel. I can tell you with about a 99% certainty, you have not gotten enough sleep. Okay? You're a gamer too? Nice. I love playing games, but again, time is short. Time is short, time is precious. And at this point with my kids young, it's very much about spending time with them. Am I repairing my grand piano? I'm not, but I have somebody who is. All right, we got about 5 more minutes or so. Those are good motives, exactly. How old is it? It's 99 years old. I just learned that actually. I thought it was over 100 years old, but it's only 99 years old, Sam. Nice, Stars Live. I know you can't hear anything. Yeah, I spend a lot more time with kids than pretty much with anybody else. Can I sing a Bollywood song? Theoretically. From San Jose, California, play piano for a year to get back into it, play harmonic and guitar. Nice. Um, Play a song. Uh, Did I do you have a 12-string guitar? I do not have a 12-string guitar. I played one before. All right, I'll answer a couple more questions. Again, just a chill stream today. Nothing too crazy. All right, I'll see you that cream. Something William Shakespeare. There you go, Abdullah. Background music would be good. That's a thing that I could do. You're right. What do I want my children to be? Fulfilled. I don't really care. You want to become a doctor? Well, start getting that sleep now because you're not going to have any once you're in med school. From anything I hear from anybody I know. Yeah, you're going to need to study more. It's true. But that's cool. We need more people to be doctors. Yeah, you may just want to delete all your social media and lock in. Honestly, there's two paths you could go. You could try to turn the social media thing into something. You're fine. Then don't watch it, Abhi. That's totally fine. Am I teaching them a little bit? Um, yeah, I teach them a little bit of piano. All right, I'm gonna get rolling, guys. Thanks so much for popping by. Is it social media? It depends on how you use it, to be honest. YouTube is social media for some and is just a education site for other. Um, all right, I'll see you guys later. Peace out. Thanks so much. Bye.